Guys, one notable storyline this year is that a number of rookie and second-year quarterbacks are actually getting a chance to start. So, Jules, I know you want to talk about this, but Garion, we're going to start with you. Is there anyone out of that group that makes sense for week one?
I mean, there's a lot of guys in tough matchups in this particular group. You obviously don't really want to use Tua against the Patriots. Even like Justin Herbert's not in an ideal spot. Look, I said Jalen Hurts is the chalk, and he's going to be the chalk at $6,400 against an Atlanta team that was just absolutely putrid against quarterbacks last season. Second most fantasy points per game to that position. Does that mean I'm not going to use Hurts at all? No. I'm a coward. Of course I'm going to get some of the chalk. Jalen Hurts is probably going to be incredible in this game. So I think he's in a fantastic smash spot. But again, this isn't something you consider on an island. You have to acknowledge that his ownership is going to be massive for week one. So if you're looking to take down a milli, Jalen Hurts might not be the answer.
All right, Reid, what do you think?
Yeah, too bad this question, Jesse, wasn't who's in like their 15th year, because I definitely go with Ryan Fitzpatrick. But I digress. Zach Wilson. I mean, at $5,000, priced essentially as a backup quarterback, a guy who shouldn't be starting, he's going to get the start, and he gets a Carolina defense that wasn't great. Gave up 6 rushing touchdowns last year to quarterbacks. Not to say that Zach Wilson's just going to run all over the yard. That definitely is a plus for this young quarterback. And two of their DBs that they're going to be starting are going to be rookies. Their best cornerback in AJ Bouye is not going to be playing for Carolina. So this Carolina defense doesn't scare me. I think Zach Wilson, and we'll talk about some other guys a little bit later in the show, you can pair him up and get a starting quarterback who's going to get all of the run for $5,000.
All right, Jules, is this the area where the quarterback is that you want to pay down for?
Yeah, if you're going to pay $5,000 for Zach Wilson when you can pay $5,000 for Sam Darnold in the same game going against that Jets secondary, then you must be somebody that uses stats from 2018. Here's a guy that was eating Doritos in his dorm room in 2018, so I can't use those stats. But Mac Jones was not supposed to start, and now he's starting, and he's $4,400. There are other starters priced at $5,000, and there's guys that I think are worth playing. I don't think Zach Wilson's going to have an awful week. He should be playing from behind against a below-average secondary. So there is something to that. I just like Darnold much more going against that putrid Jets secondary with that revenge narrative, with his relationship with Robbie Anderson. But we can talk about all that later. We're talking about Mac Jones. I just think, is it going to be difficult against Miami making his first start? Yes, but we've gotten a lot of rave reviews. It was a huge surprise that he won that job outright over Cam Newton, at least right out of the gate. There's some tight ends there that Jones should be able to trust. Maybe they lean a little bit more on the running game, but that's fine. I think at $4,400, you have to at least give it a try in week one.